Hey there, it's Renee, and I'm back here to talk about phase two of the moving through the infidelity. This is the rebuild section, I guess, and it's got to start with with forgiveness. And as I've said, it's that drawing a line in the sand, and also knowing that it's worth being married to that person and it's worth giving everything that you've got. And it's where you consciously make a choice to stop bringing things up from the past. Because we can all do that. We can all go back and go, yeah, but you did this and I did that, and it becomes a tit for tat thing. We're all looking for what's bad, what's wrong. When, what if it just all happened to bring you to this, to make things stronger, so that you can stop. You can also stop and learn yourselves more about yourselves, about relationships, but also in time you'll show your children and other people as well what it's like, that this is life. Stuff happens and you can make a choice to forgive or not. And it doesn't mean that you forget either. Because obviously we're smart people. You know that you can't forget what happened, but you have to be very careful around the meaning you are going to attach to what happened. So you can make it mean that I failed, I'm a terrible person, there's so much shame and guilt that I have for doing this. And that would be okay, and it would be real to think that that would happen at some point, because we're all humans, we have all these wonderful emotions. But what are we going to do with those emotions? Because if we bottle them down, it's not going to be helpful. So again, it's getting clear and specific around, well, what does forgiveness look like? And this will have to come from the partner that that was cheated on. So again, what do they need to do to forgive? Again, there is a couple of techniques we can use as far as doing some subconscious work around forgiveness. You can just choose to forgive and make it a conscious choice that, yes, I'm doing this. But again, what does forgiveness have to look like for you? How specifically will you know when you have forgiven that person? And often forgiveness is held back when you want to hold on to something. So I want to hold on to the anger. I want to hold on to the hurt because I want them to know what they did to me. Now, I can guarantee you can hold on to that stuff. It is only going to affect you, not the other person. What may happen is the other person is thinking, I'm trying to do the best I can with what I've got. I'm trying to show the remorse. I'm trying to do whatever it is I can, but I'm getting nothing back. And that is when that other person will be likely to check out, because what's the point if they're not getting anywhere, but they're trying? So you have to make some changes, because you cannot fix something with the same level of thinking, doing and being and beliefs that got you into this mess, situation, whatever you want to call it. There's got to be some shifts made. Otherwise, because what we don't repair, we repeat. So this is why we have got to do the work. And again, when you can both go, right, I'm ready to forgive, and this is what I need to do, this is what I need to feel inside to forgive. And maybe that is something around, typically it'll come back to trusting someone again, and knowing, well, what does that trust look like? How can you trust someone? How does that other person want you to express the trust? Because when people are constantly, and I've seen this a lot, where people intuitively know something's going on, and then they start checking phones, looking at text messages, trying to look in Messenger on Facebook, or all those sort of things, that's when nothing's going to change. Seek and you shall find. So it's going to take some faith and some courage to embrace forgiveness. Never said it's going to be easy, but it'll be worth it when you believe in that person, that they've done what they can to show you they're in this relationship. But straight up, there are no guarantees in life. People are looking for certainty and safety in relationships, and often it's the most, I guess, uncertain and safe thing because people can change. We're human. Things can happen. And look, we absolutely hope that they don't, but we sometimes need to be a bit lighter with our expectations and just appreciate where we are right now and getting present with the right now, not going, 10 years time, 5 years time, thinking, well, what if you live in a world of what if could go wrong? I mean, anything can happen. What if you got hit by a car? What if you got sick? We can always live in that fear space. But what if you chose, and like fear and doubt, and if you choose to live in fear and doubt, then there's a fair chance, I would say 99% chance this won't work and it won't last. And I'm pretty sure by now, you know that I'll call a spade, there's no bullshit. And I may as well be straight up with you right now so you've got those truths. You're not surprised down the track and go, why didn't you tell us this? Because that wouldn't be cool to do that, I don't think. I'd want to, look, you get what you get here, and I'm just trying to deliver as much possible to help you through this difficult time. So think about forgiveness. What is it that you want to happen? When will you know? How will you feel it? What does it look like? And why forgive? Because when you forgive, it brings peace to your heart. And isn't that what everybody's seeking right now? Is just some peace and calm in the heart? That's where you can heal from. And not forgiving someone doesn't affect the other person. It affects you because you're holding on to the anger, the resentment, the hurt, the fear, the shame, whatever it is. And that doesn't do anything good for our mental or emotional state. Kids pick up on it. Sometimes we can't even work. So just think about forgiveness. There's a beautiful meditation out there called Ho'oponopono that is all about embracing forgiveness. And it could even start with saying something like this to the other person. So back step to Ho'oponopono, it's these 4 phrases of I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And I wonder how if you incorporated that philosophy into your life right now, well, how could you say those phrases to each other and really mean it? I'm sorry for hurting you. I'm sorry for putting myself through that as well. I'm sorry for what I've done to the family. I'm sorry for the hurt that I've caused you, that I can't even imagine what you're feeling right now, but I am sorry. Please forgive me. And then you say, thank you for loving me. Thank you for forgiving me. Thank you for being here. And then I love you back to that person, and then time to start loving yourself. So I wonder how that could help. I'll be back soon.